What up, folks? This is FlipFlopCrusader on YouTube. We're going to talk about some things coming up that happened today. You'll be seeing this rolling into a Saturday since I'm ending my Friday with y'all. I hope you appreciate that. I hope you stick around and watch more than a minute of what I've got to say. Yeah. Also, it's easier and cheaper to buy a new instrument if you want to learn to play one like a trombone or a saxophone than it is to actually refurbish one. Just a heads up for anybody that might be looking in that direction for an instrument. Don't ask me how I know. Just know I know. This is raw and uncut. Pretty much what comes out of my mouth is what I put on the video. I try to keep it the way it needs to be. We're going to talk about two things today. One from Oklahoma and one from California. Both of them I find interesting. First, let's talk about Oklahoma. So they passed a bill that says if you're in the roadway and you get run over, the person driving the vehicle is not responsible. If you're going to protest in the road and prohibit someone to get to their destination and they accidentally run over you, meaning they didn't slow down and you didn't get out of the way, they're not at fault. Used to be in the 60s when they were protesting, they would go sit at a counter somewhere, or they would do sit-ins. They would do something to draw attention to themselves where it might at least call it least amount of casualties. Today, this generation wants to go stand in roads thinking that's helping their cause. People got to travel on them roads, and I'm pretty sure that your mama taught you to look both ways even before crossing the street. But the protesters these days think it's funny to stand in the middle of major highways. Some of you are not going to agree with me on this. But if you're willing to stand there, protest where people are trying to get back and forth to work, to get on with their lives, to do their daily things, and you're standing there, especially if somebody has an emergency and they don't see you, or they just keep going and they run over you, maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have been in the interstate to begin with. I'm just saying. Just a thought. If you're going to protest, do it safely. Find somewhere to protest that you're not going to get hurt, but you can still be heard. Do sit-ins. Put your ass in a position that's going to be the maximum amount of exposure with the least amount of risk of getting your ass ran over by a vehicle. That's all I'm saying. Let's be smart about this thing, because I don't like anybody getting hurt. But when you tend to put yourself in that position, it is what it is. Don't be in the road protesting. The second thing we're going to talk about is what's going on in California with Gavin Newsom. He's in real danger of losing his job. And Caitlyn Jenner has stepped up and said that she's going to run on the Republican ticket. What's crazy about that for me is the fact that she's running on the Republican ticket. I didn't know she was a Republican. She was courted and loved, and everybody by the left, and they stood up and they gave her the Woman of the Year after she transitioned and all this other stuff. But now all of a sudden she's going as a Republican, and I'm pretty sure that the left's going to feel betrayed. Not positive. Excuse me. But I can just about bank on that. There's going to be repercussions. She said it was harder coming out as a Republican than it was to coming out as being trans. Her words, not mine. It's crazy. But I think there's still a lot to go with that. As far as the whole story goes with Gavin Newsom, the other little tidbit that I don't think people realize is they've garnered 1.8 million votes to impeach him, but have only verified 86% of the total number needed, which is like right at 1,500. Here's why that's crazy to me. They wasn't in such a hurry to verify the vote count for the presidency of the United States, but they want to pick and make sure that every vote is verified, every signature is verified in this recall that they're trying to do. And I believe they will get it. It will take some time. And I'll put up a graphic right here of the counties that are actually trying to get him removed. But they're working hard at it. And they've got a lot of signatures. So the question becomes, will another major candidate on the Democratic side step up to try to take over the state from him? Never know. It's just crazy to me that they want to pick and choose. Okay, now we got to make sure everything is completely right on the signatures. Yet you just want to bet everybody willy-nilly voting the president election that just happened. And it didn't matter who voted as long as they voted right. But we got to make sure every freaking signature is freaking verified. See what I mean? There's a double standard there. Why can't we just say, oh, that's good. They got the signatures, they good. No, we got to make sure they're right. Now, I agree we're supposed to make sure they're right, but you wasn't making sure they were right when it came to the time frame of the presidency of the United States. A little bit of double standard, I believe. A little bit. With that being said, hope you have a great day. That's all I got for you. Like, subscribe, share, please. Comment, interact with me. Please watch more than just a minute if you made it this far. Thank you very much. Also, remember, FlipFlop Crusader on TikTok, FlipFlop Crusader on Instagram, and on Twitter. Hope you'll have a great and wonderful day, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.